So one thing we make SABI successful, now some of them pathways they are now make we successful. Today, if you go to the community, they do joint monitoring visits, where we would link the districts, the community, and also the state actors that they come up from national level. Inside this joint monitoring visits, we they take MDAs them from national level, na health, na education, na social protection, na decentralization. We go with them. Where we they go? We know they go no more the community. We they go take also the authorities then at the district level. Because if they go for hospital business, you not go able for jump to DHMT, you take person and no more. Because when the process they begin from day, then it come up. So we they take people then, for instance, in the DHMT, or we go to the DD office if not for education business. We see how we go able for go with them at the communities them. To them problems the people they don't say, well, now this not the problem they facing. For let we get better school or hospital, or also for let we protection be increased in the community. So when we go, we they engage the people them. Then can then talk to we. They say, well, now this not the situation. Now we develop also an action. Well, how we go able for go about for solve this? We they tell them exactly how they go about them. And through these schools, communities have been not able for build schools. We don't care go MDS the way then come on this na for instance na education. Then go na a community. Wherein SABI don't tell the people then say, we not be able for mobilize resources, put ourselves together and do something. And later call on the government for make it can, because not everything the citizens are able for do for themselves. So then they make communities they able for build schools them. All over this country, if you go outside SABI, they operate in 610 communities. Then go tell you and say, now this SABI left as a legacy for we. It gives us sense we put ourselves together as community. We build this school or this hospital because we work over 12 miles for go get access to health facility. And now they don't build the school, they're not able for put equipment in the responsibility of the government. So we they take the MDS and IR from the Ministry of, for instance, Health. We go with them. We say, well, now this the citizens don't do for themselves. So what do we need for do now for taking off from here? And we get a vivid example now, Bo, wherein how they call the place? Geleombanja. The people then come together because they walk over 8 miles for get access to health facility, and the road so terrible. You dey imagine if person get belen and net, how they go able for carry them? And the major transportation way they get and only motorbike. And not to all 10 the motorbike they work and just one team for the week. So you imagine that kind of scenario. The people then build that hospital there and call upon SABI. They say now we don't tire, we don't go to the DMO na bobo na still na the challenge this. We self take the people that are from national. We go with them. We go engage at the DHMT. We go visit the community together. At the end of the day, what don't happen now? Because the process long, but the DMO not sit down so. He said now we not go sit down so. Because this one I don't do is so remarkable for community, for let them get that kind of spirit, for them mobilize resources and build a facility up to this level. So what we go to do now? We go to provide services them at least on a weekly basis. So now in as much as the process they go on now, for let them approve the facility as a health facility, where we then go able for assign staff them, they go able for equip the building now, let it turn to a real health facility. So, but for let them not sit down so now the DMO don't make now they go provide services and they at least 2 weeks every month. So now them people then come brother and the woman the way them picking them for go take maculates and waiting every two, I think 2 times per the week. The people that they go now, the nurses that they go for go provide that kind of support. So now the kind of thing this way we want, where SABI they do, and also in the area of education, we don't see where SABI come in where this new government become will be the things that until we go get a challenge. But if the transition be so smooth, when then can because of the waiting we they do and how we collaboration with them don't increase, we partnership don't increase, we get an easy way. Waiting we first do where the free quality education come. We first do a research for let we know almost between them we participate we right now they in the free quality education. How many don't enroll? So we provide that kind of data to the minister. And the minister say indeed it's interesting. So they become interested in what SABI they do. And right through, we don't provide them with the support. You go down our communities, them schools the way they not be get water facility, schools the way they not be get fence facility, schools the way they not be approved, or teachers the way they not be approved. SABI carry their MDs and go now then schools then they around right through the country. And now most of them schools them over thousands of them now they have been approved. Teachers they don't be approved. Some facilities they now where they don't approve. Also they get chair they now will go when we go Pujeon, even the did in testify. It said we don't provide thousands of school desks and chairs for the picking them. We don't provide books them. So all this happened because there is somebody where they tell the citizens say this now una right and una they in the right for let una request for them. Already una not be know now how una go about for access them. But now una don't know. So now they carry on with the right path for let they able for know. The other thing also will be very significant. Now this issue of we involve everybody. Because before this time, with perception of people them, woman them not so better people them. They're not get good, they not get sense talk, especially when it comes to decision making for community or even at national level. We're not able to put them in leadership. But when SABI can say no, everybody for be involved. Whether you're not disabled, you're not a chief, you're not mommy queen, we bring them all together. People that then think they're not relevant at all. When are young people then they say they just I do no more than sit down. So now they will bring together and we'll bring them together. We then say today we need for clean with community. Now the young man then they say they mobilize. Now they mobilize them can and clean the communities them. So now the role this way SABI play in the life of citizens them will create a whole change. If you go now 610 communities them, the young man they go tell you say SABI we don't get voice. SABI don't make young people they don't get respect. If you come today in a national level where you talk where you talk about like disables them, what do we do? We find out in one of we report them in this perception survey report. They'll find out say they not be they get the services them disabled they not be they get the services that we then forget because what thing happen the free quality the free medical we then forget we then go to hospital they not they get the services them they say let them pay for the services them then they come out clearly now we report. And so what do? We develop something we call national engagement strategy. Now that strategy there now we use for let we able for engage with the ministry for ensure that them provide them services there to them people there because now then legitimate rights. But one thing where we be find out as a discrepancy now the fact that where the free quality where the free medical bill be passed now be little bit like 1 year before they pass the Disabled Act. So you find out say inside the free medical they not be captured as then the services they forgets. But the Disabled Act now then put down the clear list and they forget access to everything so that they themselves could be as effective as any other person, as any other citizen in the country. So all this engagement we don't do them. We also do one thing where we call also for education the school procedure manual. Now one of the key challenge then the way they make schools are not able for get approval. The delay go long because they don't know the process of go about them. So we engage the Ministry of Education and we'll find out we ensure say like this need for come out. And at the end of the day, we able to facilitate the production of that kind of manual day. When now the ministry they use them for distributor at district level for say where people they want to go for school approval or teacher approval. Now so now this is the road where them for pass. And we don't develop that into an infographic where even if somebody not go school or not go school, you never understand. When you look at that graphic day, you know so from point A to point B now this I get forget. Point B to point C now this I need forget. So now the role this way SABI play, we able for connect the national people then when at the government with the citizens them. So now that kind of rapport they pull MPs then and now we they go with the communities then where they not be they find and difficult for go. Now we they see that they rapport within themselves. So I think it's a good thing this way SABI do and we go on let every other partner or any other organization also do. So me fumble them. I know say I don't talk plenty. SABI work with a plenty, so we're not able to talk all things today. But for now, I will just rest small. Maybe invite people then for able to call and also make them voice to wait till we don't talk.
All right, Fumble. Thank you so much to Elizabeth for that wonderful explanation. So I stand on the catch. We will like for announce the numbers them again. If you want to send a text message for add your voice to the program, the number is 079 121270 079 121270. If you want to make a phone call for make a live contribution to the program, the number is 076 771 552 076 771 552. I think I like waiting Elizabeth don't explain. I don't talk over a wide range of issues then where the projects don't exist for address. Because inside this country I can remember story then they about communities and we don't become divided over small issues of maybe a piece of land or like a stream outside all man they go get water or something can just happen about road maintenance, about gardening, about farm or something. So because of that, the people can go into conflict. But the SABI program don't give people in this sense for make them they talk to each other about waiting them on them. For talk about what problems and then come together, make an action plan, and begin identify the right people. Now this Fanta be the talk vision about the accountable governance pathways, where you say one of the sense there is that we can give now for direct the people and with them problem to other first for talk to, other second for talk to, other third for talk to, so that answers then go begin come on for address the issues that we then get at the respective communities then. So that's some of the things that we don't lead to the change way Elizabeth just to explain. And also I go let for Canto Fanta again, I stand on the catch with small for make we more small about waiting the next the next step for a program like this. We don't start from 4 years ago. Don't do a lot of things then for give people a voice inside service delivery, and now they don't involve them. So let people they feel part of the service provision inside in communities. Then they use that then now for discuss with the service providers and for solve problems. So what thing will be the next step after the 4 years for a program like this? So Madam Fanta.
Okay. SABI, the 4 years complete is June, and we still there. We are going still strong. And the stage where we are right now, we feel say we don't impact the communities a lot. We don't pass on a lot of information. Although we know we're going to every communities of Sierra Leone, but we make sure say we'll be in like 610 communities. So this community right now, what we try for do now for see how then save they take now the lead. We they just provide now small support to them. Small support in the sense. Before now, one for see right now side community that they come together and see, okay, all wanna be there they would use a lot of phones like then digital stuff for do with data collection, but then save they come with their own innovation for see how they go able for identify their own challenges. So SABI at a stage we say the staff of the partners and they do less and allow the community for take the lead, because no matter what, one day SABI go down. Right now SABI day will not go yet to still there around with the work, although maybe we project just for be scaled down into a way that the partners they're not just for the implement again, but also go to community, see what the community to do, then do that direct delivery again. Go see all of these things. So if you don't work with the community for over the 4 years, you don't demonstrate, you don't facilitate, a community don't see you. You just sit down over and see how community they go about them. So that in a direction right now where we want for go. So that's not the sustainability arm. So one for ensure say community get the power, then get the energy, then get the strength and know how for push the youth development forward. Over the 4 years, we done the DWAM, then we done the practice small together, we and then we done the engage, but now one for left, everything at their hand, and we just support them with monitoring, technical advice, and make sure say they're able to deliver some of the key things there. We will bring changes in the community around health, education, and social protection.
Thank you, Madam Fanta. The time down the country, like I said, sure. I go start with Santigi for let me give a last word.
Well, me go just want for tell people the listeners and say this is not a long journey way SABI don't they take, and of course don't they involve everybody, and it's fine for make whatever they teach you able for go and replicate them. To you indigenous or to the people that we definitely you work with, because like waiting Fanta they say this program will be forever. One day they will say okay then fold up or funding another day because they are getting funding from donors, and if you not grab this opportunity now, then definitely you will get yourself for the blame later on. And also one for send message to the duty bearers and the service providers, because for example, for persons with disability, we really rely on service provider for take issues and very serious. Thereby, like we they say, like what we they do basically for say we they looking for the free medical services to persons with disability as indicated in Section 17 of the Persons with Disability Act. Within Elizabeth say we really want to make the service providers definitely see you don't know something that you don't need for tell you. You need for know say yes, this is your duty you have for do. How are able for support the process for make these people happen, this thing happen. You didn't at the states today, tomorrow you know within that position they forever. Where you did the waiting, whose face where you want for make the people and look you where you made the day. So also look at the service provider and see exactly how they go able for complement issues. Let we see a brighter Sierra Leone because this na SABI. SABI say now we all for able for work together as one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Antigi. Now go over to Fanta.
Okay, me just want to tell the listeners and say, SABI don't generate a lot of learnings, and we're ready for share those learning. So now opportunity this for people for grab into. If you really want to understand, if you get a CSO, a local organization, you really want to understand the different approaches that we don't talk about, how you will implement that in your program. We open up, you go to our website or you contact with our office. We open up for share whatever learning we don't generate over the years. And I also want for use this opportunity for appreciate and talk and say thanks to all the field staff that we don't work on SABI project. We work on SABI project right now across Sierra Leone. And thank you very much for the good work, and also to the service providers and for see how we don't engage and make sure say service delivery issues they improve day by day in Sierra Leone. So really want to appreciate everybody for their time. So thank you. Till then, bye bye.
Elizabeth.
Okay, so me, because whatever citizens then do, if the government not put on they come up fine. So me just want for encourage we service providers and when the government for let they able for adopt their innovations then Yahweh SABI can with. Waiting the affect Sierra Leone, we not get it and for proof for nothing. But Sabina way it come, he say no, we need for generate evidence of the things that we the citizens they want. So that data collection is so significant. And the Power BI, then they the loss. Not only like you go put your file tomorrow where you go there, you know see them again or all done dusty. Then the way you don't upload them again at that website there, it go take any site like you don't take on there you want once you get the password you click them, you go able. So now the innovations that one let we MDS them adopt and we continue for encourage them. I tell everybody thank you today where they're able for listening.
So Fambulan, so we'll bring the curtain down today on the program today. Before go, I would like to tell thank you to we core partners them, rather than the south, slab na the north, send na the east, Focus 1000 at national level, restless development where they work with young people all across this country, and also we line ministries them. So not forget, I also want to direct you once more. So decide where you go for more information, and also if I forget Sludi also when a core SABI partner. And if you want to get an idea of how the SABI data look like, you can go on our website www.sabi-sl.org. But if you want to see the Power BI what we don't talk about, you can make an extension by going to www.sabi-sl.org/community data. If you want to see story them of how we don't involve community people them, and then how they don't use the sense where SABI don't give them for solve problem, you can go to www.sabi-sl.org/change stories. So Fambul, Tete will meet again. Me have been the moderator for this program, Prince M. Kenneth, one of the communications and learning officer for the SABI program, Christian Aid. I want to tell you thank you for listening, and Tete will see you again.
Have the right to access quality services in education, in health, in water, and in energy, wherever they are in the country.